everybody. My name is Markiplier, and welcome to the 43rd episode, I almost said anniversary, of the Chronicles of Telmora, Campaign 2. My name is Liv. I am your GM, and in our party tonight, we have me with gunk in my throat. We have Harka, played by Norvin.
Who the fuck is Markiplier?
Good question. We have Rex, played by Connor.
Good morning to you. My name is Jackson. I'm going to do another 5 Nights at Freddy.
That's actually a really good Irish accent.
Thank
We
you.
have Sister, played by Shane, who is currently on a phone call. Let's see if he types something in the chat. Hey! We have Tess, played by Pyro.
Alright, it's called Fabits. It's my new magical cryptocurrency.
Fake coin.
Fake coin. And we have Icarus, played by Nazier.
You know, Tess, I could help market that for you.
Yeah?
Now, see,
Hot take.
we've taken the clipboard away from Tess, but we haven't taken it away from Icarus.
Hot take. The phase whole. May I have your name? Just taking your image and turning it into an NFT.
Stop, because half of me really wants to incorporate that as an idea, but the other half of me hates NFTs so violently.
She's hitting the fucking Two-Face pose.
I really
She's got
am.
the
It's
coin.
bad,
She's flipping it.
and the coin is landed on its side. Alright, when last we left the... What name did y'all decide on? You said something. It was
The Scalebound.
Wardens?
That's it.
Scalebound Wardens. When last
Scale
we left...
Wardens. Scale Heart.
Scale Heart, thank you. I was like, all I could think of was the Cursebound Corsairs, and I was like, no, we're not there anymore.
I was also trying to say Corsair for it, and I was like, it's not that one.
It's not that one. When we last left the Scale Heart Wardens, Jesus Christ, I can't fucking talk!
The Wardens.
Yes, thank you. When we last left the Wardens, as they left the prison, called my travel table, they trekked down the travel table. Listen, sometimes travel is just travel and you're gonna deal with it, and sometimes you get fun things and you get to meet an avatar of Bahamut and his canaries, and sometimes you have to fight a Dow and a Jabberwock, and that's how the rolls be rolling. But you made it back to Kamarasca.
Asshole rearranged.
You made it back to Kamarasca. I have now moved myself, or my recording screen, from the continent map to the Kamarasca map. So I will refresh your memory again, because I had to refresh mine today, that the options that you had discussed amongst yourselves in character as to what to do next, with definitely a teleport spell being cast from the ruins of the burned settlement, is you could ask Mistra to trace it in the Mistra town. You could try and get some sort of connection with the Shadow Shields to see what they might know or have access to. Or you could try reaching out to, I think Sarenrae was the other option you had discussed. I know it was Mistra or the Shadow Shields, because
We mentioned Sarenrae is possibly a connection to Sister, and we mentioned Naame.
Yes.
Both of which we were kind of told, not really, above board.
Naomi would be more of, if you were going to get information from Naomi, it would be closer to, I noticed what they did while they were here, and so she might have more insight on what she saw while they were there, but her tracking them to elsewhere is going to be less effective.
Mommy, fix all my problems.
Out, liquor, drown all my devils.
Don't mind if I do.
All right. Well, y'all are in the big city. Where would you like to go first, Wardens?
I will
My
circle
crackheads.
around. I will circle around inside of Sister's basket and then lay back down for a nap.
Naturally.
Handshake, Norvin. Handshake.
Did you or did you not do a big stretch?
Naturally.
Of course.
Athletics check.
For a big stretch, that's a
I'm not
dexterity
your
check.
dog who shatters my leg trying to get out of Sister's basket.
Brother. It's just the big cat arch back, and then right back down. Alright, what are the other 3 of you doing?
Counterpoint. Another cute dog picture.
I don't see it.
We are not. I just sent it to him. I'll put it in game chat. But number 5, I've never really been in this town, but I'm assuming.
That's true.
What is it called? Tower of the Weave.
Yes,
It's
that's
a good place to go for looking for Mistra acolytes.
That is the Mistra. Gosh, gonna get my throat again. That is the Mistra place. That is where. Oh Jesus, here we go again. That is where Sister spoke to Mistra before. Was at the tower. Oh, he can't really hear VC. Okay, cool. And here we go again.
I will lead the group there.
To the Tower of the Weave?
Yes.
Cool. Sorry,
Or
I'm going in
Rex
and out of,
was-
like, my nose feeling like I need to sneeze, and then being like, no,
Yeah.
I'm fine, and then the halfway state.
The party will lead Rex to there. Connor is leading the players to go to there.
To be fair, this shit is tall enough that you can see it. It's...
Well, I see the tower. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Ah, fair enough.
I came
If you
into
said-
Kamoska, went to an inn, and then turned around and left.
Fair enough. But if you said, I want to get to that big tower, you could easily navigate
Yeah.
there yourself. Okay, hold on. I really do have to sneeze.
Then do it.
I'm pausing the recording because I don't have a mass. Oh, that's right. The pause button is gone. Never mind. We will all suffer.
Bless you.
Thank you. I'm gonna hold it off as long as I can because it's just the sneeze. I don't have pretty art for the Tower of the Weave.
Just look up and get it over with.
Look up.
If you look up at your lights, you'll stretch out your airways. It'll help you push out the sneeze. Like look way up, like you're staring at the lights.
Yeah, I know. I tilted my head all the way back. I guess that just you're talking about suppressing the reflex.
No, that helps you sneeze.
Oh,
Helps you get it out.
well, it did the opposite and it suppressed the reflex, so it worked
Well,
out okay. Yay!
It cleared without needing to be sneezed.
Hallelujah. So you are at the Tower of the Weave. I don't think I put... Yeah, I didn't have art for it. I was like, I don't think I put cool art for the tower, but... It's tall and skinny, so it's very much spire-like. And when you go in, the lobby is sort of this, generic, from what I remember describing it as, is it's this library type layout, and so all of their basic like library books are gonna be in the public section in the front, and anything that would be
Restricted.
restricted is gonna be like you need permission to access it, but anything that's more specialized is going to be sorted a bit more specifically, like on the 2nd or 3rd floor. So if somebody's just wandering in to browse, to be like, oh, I want to read a new book, I wonder what the library has, the generic stuff's going to be there in the front. And then if you're actually looking for something specific, most of the more specific stuff is going to be up higher. And then restricted is under lock and key.
Oop.
Or I guess arcane lock and knock.
Oh, need water.
That's
Yes.
well played. Okay. I will, having not been here, and since Shane is unavailable and everybody's deciding to go get water, I will confidently march up to somebody at a counter.
All right. There is a female half-elf, long, curly, silver hair. She's in her like mid-30s from what it looks like, or the equivalent thereof. She looks appearance-wise.
How pale is she?
Kind of tan.
Hmm.
Like white girl tan.
Never mind. I think if it was a Cassiopeia insert.
Oh no, with the curly hair? No.
Yeah, you could do your hair. She had really straight hair, but you could do it up to half curls.
As someone with very, very straight hair that does not hold a curl,
Counterpoint magic. Anyway,
I wish. God, I wish that were me. So she is at the counter.
excuse me. I was hoping I could procure the services of this tower.
Harker's standing behind him with a big, giant, shit-eating grin.
Oh, yes. Of course, yeah. I remember seeing the rest of you. You're new.
I'm a.
Just meet them, or?
I've been a member of the party for a while. I had just been away on a solo mission helping sustain the Druid Grove down in the southwest of the continent.
Ah, yes, we're very familiar with sabbaticals here.
Well, I had discovered an arcane anomaly and was hoping that the erudites of Mistra would be able to help identify
Mommy
the
issues.
destination of these transportation spells.
All right.
You see, a bunch of small hamlets are being hollowed out for nefarious purposes, possible ties to an Ashen cult, and it would be very helpful if we could figure out where they are transporting people to.
Oh. Are you, like, you're planning to do something about it?
We are on high authority to investigate the matter.
Oh, no,
Let's see. Just to
authority.
declare.
No, sorry. Let me rephrase. Authority's not what I'm worried about. Clout. It should go up against a cult. I mean, listen, it's not every day we have just a group of people wander in and say, yeah, I'm gonna take care of a continent-wide cult. it's
Well-
listen, I just wanted to make sure that you are aware that there is a distinct possibility that you're punching above your weight class.
What
But
is
as
our-
long
what is
as
our
you
home-
know,
What is our home continent?
Calagios.
Well, we had dealt with this cult's head in Calagios as well, and have continued to chase it here. Over there, we routed it from many of the divine anchors.
No,
They're Heathers.
listen.
But-
I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not here to gatekeep. I mean, apart from the stuff that's behind a gate, but I'm not here to gatekeep whether or not you go up against a cult. I'm just I don't care about about authority and whether or not you're allowed to. I was more just concerned that you might be biting
We'd
off a
be
little
good.
more you can chew, but if you feel confident about it, far be it from me.
I'm fairly confident in our troop to handle the matters we have undertaken.
All right then. So you have some sort of arcane signature, and what are you trying to find out? The spell they used, or
Where it went.
where
It was
went?
It was some sort of teleport or similar magics.
Yep.
It went somewhere. We know where one part of the portal went, and we assume that the location for all these little hamlets where they're sending them to is the same.
Okay. So you feel fairly confident that it was a portal and not just a quick, instantaneous, so probably not something like a plane shift.
I believe there would have been more than
Something that was
What-
held open for
yes.
an indeterminate amount of time so that people could pass through a physical space and not something that was enacted on a physical space rather than people. Okay, that helps narrow it
Yes.
down. Do you have any sort of anything you took from where it happened?
I'll produce some of the evidence we pulled.
Did you take like dirt or soil sample or anything?
Yeah, just like little whatever. As we're all
Just so
examining
you're
it.
aware, the sort of like crop circle area. So if you want to do like,
Yeah.
this is some of the dirt and I put it there.
This is also the part where we shake Tess upside down for all the jewels she took.
Well, that's gonna be the things like that would work a little bit differently because it's what
Yeah,
she
no,
needs
I'm just-
from the we're dusting for fingerprints basically.
So he produced the sample and the little like charcoal sketches they made of the like blast pattern.
Okay, alright. Me do a little research here. This is gonna take me a little, not like all day or something, but this might take me like an hour to get some more concrete information to give to you, just so I feel confident on what I'm telling you before I say it.
We can come back in
yeah,
a couple
or you-
hours.
Feel free to look around. It shouldn't take that long, but free to look around while you're doing that. I just want to make sure I have everything cross-referenced.
We will come back in about 2 hours to give you ample time to have everything prepared.
All right, I will get into looking.
I turned over to Harka. You had this look when I approached like that was going to be difficult.
Wasn't directed at you.
Oh.
Yeah, she looked past and saw Harka shit-eating grin, and she was like, "Oh, it's these guys."
Do you have a history with the... That's none of my business, I'm sorry.
It's just really funny you looking at Harka and going, "You have a history with service people?" Like, oh no, that's fair. You that's normal.
Rex will go out into the gardeny areas and relax for 2 hours.
All right. Anything anybody else would like to do in that time?
Icarus will begin reading the alchemy book, volume 1.
Yes, volume 1.
I'll assume that I will start with the jeweler's kit then, the jeweler's tools. I assumed that we just kind of did that over downtimes.
You can.
Do you want us to announce it?
No.
Okay.
Just like mark down, like, oh, this is, I don't know, if you feel like it, mark down how many days you've looked at it for. Somewhere in your shit. That's really it. That's tragic.
Yeah, I mean...
No, sorry. That was to me. No, that was me looking at stuff and going, that's really the only options. Damn. I was
Harask awakens.
Alright, hold on.
Jonathan, you're fucking my daughter.
If I can't pause the recording anyway. So. Okay, I'm just turning my head all the way around. Shane's still gone? Damn.
Mhm.
R.I.P. Shane.
Hope he's alright.
I hope he's aight. Okay. So, if there is nothing else that y'all would like to do in the 2 hours, then you return. And she has like a pile, not like ready for you because she's been helping other people, but she has her stuff basically gathered and ready to present.
I will approach properly sunbathed. I'm assuming this is our information.
Yes. So one of the more likely culprits is going to be a bit above my pay grade to track. There are people in town that can track it. But for me, it could be the gate spell. That is very, very powerful magic that basically the caster conjures a portal in a space that links that space that they can see to a precise location on a different plane of existence. And
Is it always a
lasts-
different plane?
Typically, yeah.
I had thought that our portal had shown signs of simply crossing large distances but remaining material.
It's entirely possible for very powerful casters to alter, especially spells like this usually are created by very powerful wizards.
Mm-hmm.
And it's possible for them to alter it if they change figure out how to change a rune so that the portal extends from one plane or one part of this plane, the prime material, to another, it's possible. But again, that would be something that's beyond my ability to track. It could also have been a teleportation circle, but it's far more likely that there would have been more remnants left behind. So the fact that it just seemed to be just a blast zone rather than an actual physical runic circle, less likely. Possible, but less likely. Now, if it's something we're not sure of range, but an arcane gate, which is less powerful than the true gate, an arcane gate is going to be from our plane to our plane, but it only travels a distance of 500 feet. It's just a very powerful dimension door.
Welcome back.
Not as helpful. So, I'm not sure what exactly it will be, but those are...
But you had said that there was some individuals here in town that we could go and convene for a more precise answer.
I can get you a meeting with one of the more senior scholars in the tower.
I think that'd be appreciated.
Yes. Let me... She just kind of pulls out, like, it's almost like a slate. Like a, when I say tablet, I don't mean iPad. I mean, like, a, medieval writing tablet. Slate.
Is that a copper review?
The normal tablet.
Thank you, yes. But now tablet has a different meaning, and it makes me sad.
Is that a review for some copper wire you got from a merchant?
No, it's blank.
You say
Well,
wire?
it's not. So sorry, it's not fully blank. It has
Ingots.
some runes carved around the edges.
I fall down.
But it's similar in shape to like an Etch-a-Sketch, where it has this sort of edge and then this blank piece in the middle. And she kind of whispers a few words, and this light, the tip of her finger kind of glows like ET, and she scrawls a quick few runes in the top left corner, and then writes out like a shorthand message, and then presses her thumbprint into the bottom right, which glows, and then the message fades. She says, "Okay, now we wait, and we see if they're busy or not." You know, Pyro, that sounds like something, or no, that was, God, your pictures are so similar. It sounds like something a copper-filled cable would say, Connor. See, Shane gets it. Sounds like something the copper wire would say. But will you wait?
Now that would be a random encounter. We get jumped and sister stripped of all our copper wire.
Sister rolls. Okay, but that might be something that I would put down similar to in the last campaign, where it was like, if Fractal rolls a natural
Rust monster.
Rust monsters. If Sister rolls a natural 1, she gets jumped for her copper plating. No.
Yet.
on watch, we wake up, she's like, they took my fucking nerves.
They took my copper. Somebody roll me a D20. Can be anything. 16. Okay, so you don't have to wait very long. You wait, I'd say it's probably about 3 minutes. And the slate, sort of glows a little bit. And you see... If you try to read it, it doesn't quite make sense. It's almost like the words seem to... Similar to how sometimes dyslexic people will describe the letters kind of moving around, it sort of looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she... So, they can... Oh, they're actually very available. They can meet with you right now.
Oh.
Oh, is
All right,
everyone good?
well,
Do we need to wait?
no, no, it's fine. Let me rally everyone. He turns behind. Is
Getting the
everybody here?
dial-up noise out of Harka.
He'll rejoin us after we get away from learned places. It kind of tax him more than he's willing to admit.
I feel as though the safest response is for me to just say, okay.
It is.
Okay.
No worries, I hate him, not you.
Oh, come on now. Don't be a sore sack. I'm just messing with you. He'll go and, like, noogie your ribs.
You make
Like-
me want to drink.
Roll initiative.
I do that, and suddenly I see a smite hammer coming down with the other arm. Wait.
Wait. No.
Careful.
No wild
Last time
shape
that
to
happened,
protect you.
very bad things happen.
Alright, so we're meeting with this other person who knows more magic.
Yes.
Yeah.
You ready?
No.
Oh,
We're going to rely on you to take notes on it.
Funny.
I know. I'm very funny.
That was
Yeah, debatable.
sarcasm.
I flick my prosthetic tail up towards Tess. I just smack the bottom of the basket to rock it back and forth. We're ready.
That's her apparatus.
Yes.
Well,
Boom.
Hold on.
Very fitting meme for the tablets at the moment. Going in chat in a moment.
I love how your sneeze tactic is working, but in the opposite. Like, it's... My body is strange, apparently. So she will... It's sort of like an arcane elevator type place up to the... But it's like one of those old-timey, like, 1920s cage elevators, so it looks cool. And so she keys in a couple of runes into the pad. She's like, okay, this will take you up to his office.
Cool. All
I
right.
hope everything goes well for you, and that you're not in over your head. The elevator starts rising. She's just give him the light. Good luck.
Did any of y'all get the slightly condescending tone she took whenever we tried to mention that we were helping?
Yeah, she had the same exact tone the last time we were here.
Someone should really tell her to either mind her business or get better at hiding it. The wrong sort of person might take that very hurtfully.
You know, I'm just finding that everyone in this city is just who works in the service industry is just not good at it.
Oh well, maybe
I
they're
have
just
been-
customs we're not used to.
Perhaps. I mean, I had a long time adjusting to the mushroom people. It is now that I'm going to inform you all that Rex is going to be talking about his stay at the Mushroom Grove, like a student studying abroad in Barcelona.
Do you do the weird lisp?
Mm-hmm.
The mushroom people.
The Cajon Nesti.
Why do you
very-
say it like that? Well, because that's
Oh.
how they pronounce it.
Please
Pronounce
stop.
it.
Please. Just
The
stop.
Barcelona lips. Oh Lord. So
Mike
you
Tyson.
eventually make it up to the lift stops not all the way at the top, but like fairly high up, where you see a very nice the cage opens up into this very nice ornately furnished it's a wizard's sitting room, man. Like there's a fire going, there's bookshelves everywhere. There's big cozy couches and tables. Naturally, everyone make me a perception check.
Can do, Buckaroo.
14, 20.
Sista.
Curse you.
10.
2.
And then, Pyro, am I assuming that Tess is sleeping and that's why she's not perceiving? She's perceiving the inside of her eyelids. Valid. So, sister, you notice the clearly visible 2 mugs sitting on the coffee table, both with the little tea bag string dangling out of them.
Is everyone
Harka.
but sister?
Huh?
Who does that? Because I got the 10. I don't think I perceive shit.
No, you notice 2. Harka.
What was 20 and 21? Oh, she's climbing.
Harka, with your 14, you notice the 2 on the table, and you also notice a 3rd one on the desk.
Uh-huh.
The 20 and 21 notice, as they're looking around the room, that there are probably all in all about 13 scattered mugs of tea. And with your 20 and 21, you realize, oh, he just keeps making new mugs of tea and setting them down, and either they get cold and he doesn't want to make another, or he forgets them.
I will start collecting them and putting them all on a single table while we wait.
And so, sister, you see 2 becomes 3, becomes 5, becomes 8, becomes 13. You're like, where are they coming from?
You see, like, one point Rex pulls out a book, and like there's 3 behind it. He pulls them out, sets them down, and like
they're
he's
in
on his
various
X-ray vision.
states. I would say Icarus, with your 21, with it being just 1 higher than Rex's, you find the most recent. That is lukewarm.
Wow, Rex. You'll make a great maid.
Oh no! Oh no!
You'd have to have one of those outfits handcrafted.
I wild shape into a cat.
Outfit. Thank you.
I don't, but I want you all to picture.
And it's about around this time, as you're picturing that image, that from like a spiral staircase comes down what looks to be an older looking humanoid man, kind of salt and pepper hair. As soon as I said salt and pepper hair, he looks like Timothy Odmunson in Gallivant.
That narrows it down.
Don't worry.
You said salt and pepper and a name I didn't recognize, and you said Gallivant, and I knew exactly who you're talking about.
Unless
Oh, I
you say
know.
Sam Elliott, I don't know.
That was for everybody else. That was for Norvin and everybody else.
The most wizard-looking motherfucker.
In like a cozy like robe. He's got slippers on, but he's coming down the spiral staircase. He said, "Ah, you must be the party of adventurers."
Yep.
Well, now that I've described him like that, I have to change his name. Now it has to be Richard. Or Lassiter, but I feel like...
Massive dick.
Well, no, that was the character in Gallivant, was Richard.
I know.
I love
Put Big Dick the Wizard on the board.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, Richard is appropriate. You must listen. No, I don't have time. Stop. Back on track.
He was deviating hard there, gang.
Hold on.
Remember that.
Wow. Live past an off-ramp. Amazing.
I just took a big gulp of water. We're going.
It is possible.
So,
This is a very different kind. Anyway.
You're pushing me back off the ramp. You are pulling the steering wheel.
Oh my god.
What do you notice? What are you looking
You
at?
I am a magnificent
imagination of a fat man!
I don't know what that means. Sure. So, he said, "Oh, you're the party of adventurers. It is my pleasure to meet you all. I'm glad to have had this brought to my attention. My name is Richard."
Hello,
Pleasure to
Richard.
meet you, Richard. Have you been filled in on our situation from your attendant, secretary, whoever we met downstairs? I don't.
She's one of the people that works in the library, but she has contact with all of us that are residents here at the tower. It's essentially like a pager system, more or less. So she briefed me basically that you're needing more
found
of
a
an
teleport
expert's
kit.
insight.
Yes, we found a teleportation site, and we're looking to find its destination to help get to the bottom of these missing villages or hamlets,
Tell me more
as
about
well
that.
as
He sits down and kind of flings a leg one over the other and steeples his fingers in front. Tell me more about this.
well, I'll take a seat in front of the one of the probably two chairs by the in front of his desk. While traveling alone after taking a solo side quest to the Kaghanosti druid to the southwest, I came across a series of abandoned villages, and he will then go into detail of their quest so far, the ties into it, and his suspicions that they are related.
Very interesting. And you say there was a symbol. What was this? Did you identify?
I will produce the symbol from our notes.
Ah. Oh.
We have
He
identified this
straight
as
up makes that exact face. Well, that's not good. That's yeah. No,
that's not good.
That's not good. That is in fact.
Quite bad, yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we dealt with this issue on Pelagios, some threads of their cult, and it seems that it's spread to here and possibly elsewhere in the world, so we're trying to root it out. We did not discover these kinds of villages back on Pelagios, so it's possible that it's the next stage of their plan.
It is.
We did find the ritual site I was telling you about, so...
Right, of course. And I believe she said you have samples from where the portal seemed to have been made.
I take out my bag of soot and sand.
May I?
Of course.
He will take
I
it and
just
immediately
leave it- I just
walks
open it.
over to like a different desk that's clearly some sort of like experiment. Like it's got reagents and different things set up for him to do various experiments and different testings and things like that. And he sort of does a few quick tests. Things smoke and bubble, and he murmurs a few arcane words. Mm-hmm. Definitely not the arcane gate spell, as I suspected. You said there were no runes of any kind left behind other than that cult symbol, but nothing to indicate a teleportation circle.
Yes.
Then this is deeper than I think we feared. It can be nothing other than a modified gate spell. Good music. And if there are people that are powerful enough to modify that level of enchantment, and they are working for this creature, wrong word, but this entity, then everyone is in grave peril.
Correct. So we're seeking to try and thwart their plans until we're able to route them out into the day for a better
You did a
offense.
really good job doing that, and you are fighting the good
Would you say
fight.
to the lady downstairs that we're capable? Because she kind of snubbed us a little bit.
Listen, the interns, the student interns, they are.
At the very least,
a lot
one
of
should
stories
mention
of
to her.
heroes, and so, but a lot of the stories of heroes that are in our libraries usually end up with the heroes maimed or dead, or traumatized forever. So, there is that.
You should let her know to maybe hide her disbelief a little better.
I know her. She just doesn't like seeing people get hurt. She's a softie. So
Yeah.
she's not, listen, she doesn't go about it the right way. You're correct about that. She doesn't go about it the right way. But she very much is like, make sure you're not in over your head. She doesn't want to hear that people died. So, Are you certain that you are prepared to face whatever might come of tracking these people down?
I will turn back to Sister in the group. I feel very confidently that I believe in our group's ability to handle what it comes our way, and I have taken an oath as part of my druidic training to defend this world from threats such as the Chained Oblivion. I
Very
believe
well.
all of us have taken some level of commitment to this mission.
Then I will say to your friends that have been quiet so far, there is no
Aren't you-
shame in turning away now. The road ahead will be dangerous beyond most reason. And there is the likelihood that all of you could die. I will not press you into doing something you do not wish to do.
Is that how it sounds when I say that to you guys, or?
Yeah, very grandstandy, very.
Oh,
You interrupted my nap.
In
Oh.
fairness, you've done it so many times, sister, that it's lost most of its effect. Whenever somebody drops it, we're just kind of like, yeah, we just kind of play along. That yes, we understand. We've done this, but
Hey.
it's
If I die very suddenly, no longer my problem.
until we resurrect you.
If I die, I really don't know what'll happen. I'm pretty sure I know where I'm going, but
That's a problem for another day. Ignore them, please.
Sounds like you're fine with just get set up. Leaves you to all kind of discuss that amongst yourselves. And he goes to what is clearly a setup in his study for a larger ritual. So he has the table for, like, if he needs to do small things, make potions, do little quick rituals, but anything that is going to require a larger setup, he has a designated area.
Would you like some help? I don't know what. If you.
It will be faster for me to... It won't be long. I'm just going to get set up while you all finish discussing whatever it was you were discussing about your friend talking like this all the time. And he starts, he gets out this chalk and he starts tracing out circles. And you can see where he has sort of engraved in the floor the basic layouts that he would need. And you see which ones he fills in, which lines and runes and circles he fills in versus doesn't. So you can tell that this is sort of a multi-purpose area. Very cleverly laid out. Is there anything you were going to discuss in character while he's preparing?
Nope.
Okay.
no,
Just kind of. Go ahead.
no. I was just surprised.
I think I'll just go back to sleep. Sister, can I blink?
Rex just kind of stacks up more of his like discarded food stuff and he's like, okay, I'm just gonna put these on a pile and he can
Blinky.
magic them.
Oh, sure.
So he traces out this circle that almost looks similar to when you were in the Frozen Tower. It looks similar to some of the things you would have seen there, but there are different layouts to it because this is less of a it's tracking. So it's similar to things you may have seen for scrying or things you may have seen for a teleportation circle, arcane eye, things like that. It has different elements. But then he takes the full bag of soil and earth that you took from the portal site, and
Right.
he pours it out, like if you've seen in movies where people have it in their hand and they pour it out so that they can make like shapes and runes and stuff. He does that and pours it into the a runic shape in the center and places his palms on either side of it and closes his eyes. Oh, will someone grab me the map from my table, please?
I'll fetch it to him. Just kind of look around his lab.
It's easy enough to find. It's there, it's laid out on his table, and the maps pretty much look. There's a standardized way of making like published maps. So he lays the map out on top of the runes, sort of at the cardinal north end of the top circle, and places his palms again on either side of the portal dust rune. Closes his eyes and begins murmuring under his breath. And the portal rune slowly burns, almost like a black powder fuse. Not black powder, but you know what I mean. The slow burning fuses. And as it traces, you see on the world map. Where are those notes? There they are. 6, slowly, one by one, 6 little circles, almost like there was an ember flicked into that spot, burn away in a very localized area.
Mm-hmm.
It's not what I expected. Eyes are still closed, still focusing on the spell. I can't trace exactly where it went. But I've located identical magical signatures elsewhere in the world.
Where do you see it?
They'll be in. I feel them on the map. And he will, oh no, if I click on it, that doesn't do enough. There we go. The first ones that you notice being on Niastrand are the 2 on Niastrand. And I will kind of
Turn off the grid.
fine.
I'm just gonna preemptively go ahead and circle where I'm expecting one to be.
Oh, okay.
You can look in the lower right for the hot pink circle.
Ascaria, let's go.
I'm just gonna go ahead and put my bid for where it's gonna be. Perhaps
Okay.
those fucking
Actually, this will be
Warpwood.
fun. Where do you guys think they will be? If you have any guesses, go ahead and put them on the map.
I want inspiration for whoever gets the closest.
You said there's 6 across all the continents?
I never said across all of the continents.
Oh.
I
So
said
there's
there are
6
6 that popped up.
between. I think there's 6 between all of them, but not all of them have some. Is what
Okay,
she-
that's
Yeah,
not.
there are
I
6.
didn't say. I didn't intend to say that there are on every continent. I was just saying across all of them,
There
there's
are
6.
Yes, that is correct. Okay.
You're a
Yeah,
doo-doo
I see.
butt cheek.
Now I see the one over here.
Pretty solid.
Okay.
I'm gonna change mine back to my cursor color. So look to see better.
Okay, one over at the
Yeah,
Mount
close to-
on Nerith.
Who picked that one?
I don't know. They've indicated it in my color, and I didn't put it there. I'm waiting to put
Purple
mine.
equals win.
Circle with your awful ash gray, then loser.
Fuck no. Purple equals win.
Then circle it with a different shade of purple, please.
Fuck no. That's the best one.
That's objectively not the best shade of purple, but they don't have the best shade of purple on here.
You did it for him.
Yeah, so closest.
Leave it to Khonshu.
The moon haunts you. I want to drop that one day when I cast Moonbeam.
I don't really have any other ideas. No idea. I got 3 guesses.
Okay. So
Greedy.
The one on Nerith, over there in Ascaria, the Island of the Forsaken.
So there's 4 other than on Niastrand. Because we know
Purple.
Pyro, I'm going to remind you of a certain one that you should know where one of these signatures is probably going to be.
I will not participate. I will. This is a gotcha game.
Allow me to do it for Pyro. Just
I do not give him permission to do it for
right
me.
there.
Lies.
I'll use his brain for him. For
Yeah.
the tower. Remnants are in the area. Like, look, I'm just fishing for inspiration here.
I know. That's why I'm giving you guys all of the time that
Icarus.
I think you might need.
I'd really like you just told us so we could move on.
Imagine trying to have fun and make a game out of it in the game we're playing with friends. Buzzkill.
I have no guesses.
Fair enough.
Oh, cock,
Okay.
black horse, cock.
Last call.
Not
I
a
will throw just a Hail Mary on the map.
Yeah, go nuts.
Because I
There's
believe
no
you said
penalty if you're wrong. It's just there might be a reward if you're right.
I get the 8.
Okay.
We get Bill's 3 of clubs. Alright.
It bills 3 of clubs for the cards I don't use in mine. Okay. All right. And now I am going to put down my circles. Okay.
Okay, there's 2 on
We
there.
seriously have to fucking walk across this goddamn island again.
I thought.
Don't worry, there's more opportunity to be jumped by that down.
It's gonna be a Marid next.
we went to that no, we went to that town.
Yep.
Hey, we went to that town though. That's where I got my lichen shit.
Close.
Is that not
Who's
part of
we?
It's close to there.
mother?
It's not
Look.
exactly there.
Quick, guys! I gotta get 6 levels quickly. Like a tree stride is back there immediately.
Okay. Those are the 6.
Down in Drag Brewer. Next to more groves.
Guys, I was a little far off. More groves? Fuck everything here. We going.
I wonder.
Fuck no.
I wonder why there's stuff in Drake Brewer.
I don't know anything about that place, so.
funnily I was the closest to any of them.
Yes.
I kind of assumed it was
I
gonna.
was kind of close with Isle for a second.
Second was kind of close, yeah.
Yeah.
And Connor voting for Pyro up there was
Yeah.
close to those.
For him, thank you.
All right. I'm leaving those on the world map, but I will put you back on the Kamarosca map for now.
Okay, well those are conveniently paired.
I mean, it's a bit easier to find them if there are multiple magical signatures on the same continent. That makes them easier to track. I did sense the one that this was from, but obviously it wasn't tracking that one because that is the source of the signature.
Right. You know, with those in hand, we can go investigate these spots.
You said there were no bodies, no people.
No, just all the bodies gone, everything else left, then torched.
Were there signs of struggle?
Yes.
Combat?
Dragging, clawing. Most signs of combat would have been lost in the fire. But there were signs of struggle. And what little remained intact.
Then my fear is that these people are being taken alive.
Eesh.
For what purpose, I do not know.
Well, they have these undead ashen things that I'd imagine are probably being converted to or somehow becoming components, as
Then they would
necromancy
have to
tends to
be
do.
for live people.
Fair point.
If what they wanted were bodies, they would have taken bodies. If they needed living beings, then that is something else entirely.
They probably need their souls for something.
That is my fear, yes.
So we need to stop that immediately.
Yep.
Well, time to rouse on out then.
These two are the closest to us, so
You know, it's funny, when we go back to Collagio's, off that western town, there was something I wanted to see about that, that hemomancer that we went to for my, affliction. But, you know, until now it hasn't been pressing. But if we're passing by, I'd love to pop by. Maybe spend the night there, and then travel out to the destination in the morning. Got a little project I'm working on. Some of those dog-eared ingredients in the pantry.
Let's
Is there anything
see
else
if we
I
can
answer
manage
for
it.
you all?
This is the city of magic, right?
Indeed.
Any way to move us a little faster?
That I can manage. Let me. Fucking ass! It's doing the Etch-a-Sketch shit again. And yes, I updated OBS.
Yeah, kazing!
So it's not
Did it have
that.
multiple? Okay.
It didn't ping me with a second update after I updated it, so.
So one's on the island up here, right?
Yeah,
And then
give
the
me
other
one
one's...
second. You gotta do the Etch-a-Sketch thing. I can put this on the map layer now. Oh, almost. There you go.
Let's just get rid of these.
Yeah.
I was trying to help, but
You were trying.
I didn't know how
So
bad
he'll
your
say,
vision was being erased.
Knowing your... It's crazy, guys. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
You know, honestly, I'd kind of rather...
There we go.
If we get a choice between the two, gang, I kind of rather he puts us at this far left one, and then we go
You have
here.
a choice. He was gonna ask you where you would like to go.
If we go there, it's the biggest jump we get. No magic travel after that. We just trek across these mountains, charter a boat from wherever's here to here, and then from here, either come back to Kamarasca or charter a boat out to another place.
It doesn't look like there's any settlements on that island.
Well, there's these are
We're
just
probably
later
going to have
settlements.
to buy a small boat.
Well, even still, you know, if we go out of Kelna and just bounce, still, I think it's better to do that than come here, than try and like get a boat from this island, go over, and I mean, I guess we would go here, boat up and around, and mostly I just want to see like the continent. And if we go this way, we go through the rest of the interesting parts of the map. So, I'm being
trying to
full for
uncover
real.
the map all the way.
Yes. 'Cause if we go here and take a boat, we just are gonna sail and do another travel table and get there. But if we teleport and then go this way, we get to see the two funny places and the big named mountains. Oh, that's what I vote for. Well,
I'm
I guess
fine
you
with
all
that.
can dissent.
I think speed would be better, considering we've got 6 of these things to deal with.
They're gonna be about the same.
Unfortunately, the village is the same distance from either point, so we don't know which one those people were taken to. So it's a gamble either way.
It's
And if we're
also
going to both,
entirely possible that the village, the original origin point, did not lead to either of those places, but that those are other locations that were targeted. And that they were taken back to an untraceable location somewhere.
it's gonna take us just as long to go from A to B as it would be to A. So I think the one that lets us interact with the setting more is more fun.
It's up to you guys.
I'm fine with either way.
Leftmost one it is.
All right. He says, give me 5 minutes. He does a quick, gust cantrip to kind of blow away all of the chalk and the dust. Basically, like, reset the ritual circle, and he starts tracing out,
No, bro should be a lot cleaner, because now you've got these airborne pollutants that are going to cloud up your workshop for ages.
Do I? Prestidigitation.
Your blight on the natural world sickens me.
But it's clean.
Yeah, I guess.
Do a permanent. Oh, so no. Teleportation sigil would not. Circle would not be it. It's just teleport. There we go. Instantly transports you or a single object that you can see within range. Fuck it. I can say he doesn't go. It's okay. If I want to do it, I can say he doesn't go.
Or he's got another spell slot and goes back right after.
I mean, he has enough spell slots, but like, I can also just say, oh, he doesn't go. Not a permanent circle. You wouldn't have an associated object. How familiar is he with these areas? A place you have been very often, a place you've carefully studied, or a place you can see when you cast the spell. Seen casually is some place you have seen more than once, but with which you aren't very familiar. Viewed once is a place you've seen once, possibly using magic.
Gang, we're about to end up on fuck knows where. We could end up on another continent if this teleport goes wrong.
He's gonna be better than description. It's definitely not false destination. He's better than description. So I would say...
Live at the DM, you can quite literally say it just works.
Nah.
He also is actually just going on a description unless he scries on the location.
We ball. We
His description is
He
these
does
spots on the
live
map.
here. He does live here, so it is, you know, it's possible that he could have been there, but...
Could you describe a city in Maine to me right now?
I've never been to Maine, and I've never
You live in the
there.
same continent, though.
Let me pull up the book that the
Yeah, but this thing is like close to the size of Michigan. This is like this
Mhm.
continents are the size of states, and I could describe cities in Michigan too.
Still, there's no chance this guy's seen every
Alright,
corner of the continent.
Description it is. Who would like to roll me the D100?
Does he have the scry spell? Because he could very
Since
easily.
Connor is the one who's causing all these issues. Go ahead and have Connor roll
Roll
that.
a D20 to see if he has the scry spell.
Will do. 15.
Oh, there it is. It's at just sketching again. Love this game. Yeah, he has the scry spell, so that will make it. Nope, I opened the wrong thing. Viewed once.
And when he scries, can you give us any idea about where we're landing?
Well, so I have bad news. Viewed once is the same results as description for the D100.
Sick.
So that makes
Yeah, it
no
is.
change.
Well,
So someone roll me a D100.
64.
Oh.
Oh.
Well,
Off target.
off target's not bad. You and your group appear a random distance away from the destination in a random direction.
We land in the ocean.
Blub blub. Sister
Sister.
sinks like a brick.
So we just see
Arcus
scream,
sinks
Like
like a
distance,
brick.
the light.
That's too much shit. I'm just gonna.
Sister screaming as she falls into the trench.
Well,
No,
so
please!
You all go there in one group, but I would say you land. Alt.
Sister sees Fractal walking on the bottom.
About here.
Hey, you're supposed to go a little more south, buddy. He just
He
turns.
just grabs him by the shoulders and twists. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
What?
It is time to reroute. It is time to reroute.
Rerouting.
Rerouting. Rerouting.
So I would say you guys land there.
We appear in a random forest.
Yep.
Fortnite Battle Pass.
Right, well, this should be the area, right?
We're going to Middletown.
Oh.
I don't
get
see
that.
any dark magic. Huh?
I heard sirens in the background.
Of you. I think.
definitely in my headphones.
It was me,
Ah!
and you can continue.
He getting arrested.
God, if only.
Cop.
I look around. This doesn't seem like a stronghold of an undead cult. By the way, did he tell us what he saw in that damn scry spell?
Oh, yeah, he saw a similarly burned settlement.
Well, I don't see the settlement around here, so I think he fucked up.
There's only so much that I can do when the
Ah,
only way I have
did
seen
you
it
come
is
with
through
us?
scrying.
Did
I
you
don't
come
know,
with
it
us?
sounded like you were saying he came with you.
I was asking to the party when we
Oh,
landed.
Never mind. Then no, he didn't come with you.
He opens his teleport just to yell at us. I'm sorry, my powers are limited. Also, this is another spell slot I could have used to save you. You cannot reply to this message.
You cannot reply to this message, middle finger.
Well,
Well, from what I understand of teleportation magic, if she's never been there, there's a chance of us getting shunted off in a random direction. And considering this was on the coast, we should be happy we're in a forest.
I would much rather
we
not
should-
sink to the bottom of the ocean.
are we sure
Agreed.
we're still on Niastrand, or hang on? I will scoop up some dirt and examine it to see if it's got the same soil composition as the area.
It does.
It's gonna.
Well, does it?
Uh,
You've been studying the mushroom soil for so long that you're not sure what the regular soil outside of the mushroom people looks like anymore.
The mushroom, amazing.
That's,
Taking
I
that.
don't
you said
think.
the Barcelona thing, and now I'm stuck on it.
I don't think the Maddox has that kind of capability to send us to an entirely new continent on an accident. We should be relatively close.
You know the magic best. Connor's saying absolutely.
I saw the
can.
map. We're in a forest. He's gonna kind of try and get his bearings. Kind of looks at the alligator, but so this way's north. So I'm guessing we're either east of it or southeast of it.
Mm-hmm.
We head north. If we hit the coast, we start heading west.
Fair
That
point. Fair
makes
point.
sense.
Rex is intently examining a tree.
As he does.
Poorly.
Rex, we got it figured out. Don't really need to.
Perchance.
Perchance what?
Just
We have a
keeping
plan.
an eye open for prizes.
In the tree?
Yes. You never know. If it's not a surprise if you know where it's coming from. Always the place you'd least expect it. As he just suddenly flips around and glares at a rock, and then gets back up.
Okay.
8 on nature, rolling a 2.
Alright, I'm back.
Let's just travel north, like Arca said. It sounds very reasonable.
Yes, probably best not to remain in the same place. Might alert them to our position.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Rex.
Yeah.
Think it moved.
Erupting Earth. No.
Oh, now it definitely moved.
Kidding.
All right, let's get this fucking.
All right, so
People just kind of leave it.
D20.
Who?
Sister, because Rex rolled the last one. 18. Okay. Roll me a D6.
Or fuck.
The Tao is here.
Okay. Okay. After you all, so I will say this happens the morning of your next day. Who would be the first to wake up?
By default, sister. I
So-
didn't go to sleep.
Sister, as your optics begin to like actively key into things rather than sort of just passively observing, you see 4. There's the 4.
Or
4 giant frogs. It just kind of in and amongst all of
Among
you.
Us.
Among Us, yes. Among
And you said
Us.
giant, like big motherfuckers,
Big motherfuckers.
and they're next to us.
They are, yes, they are, like, they're not, like, just sitting next to you, but they're kind of, like, scattered. They're not all next to one person, either. They're kind of, like, one of them's by Rex.
Okay, just say I was fucking blindfolded then. Like, how the fuck did I let that walk
Why
up
do we
in?
even bother setting watches at this point, you know? Everything just magically appears right next to us.
What a high fantasy world we live in.
It's almost like there's some fey spirit near us that attracts chaos.
You just hear the gentle ribboning of giant frogs as they just sort of... They're moving. They're not just sitting there doing nothing, but you're not entirely sure what they're doing.
Rex wakes up early as well, so when he rouses, he'll just kind of look at them.
Giant frog.
Hmm.
His face is near your pack.
Hello, friend. Can I help you?
Food.
Yeah, hungry?
Food.
What do you want to eat?
Into food.
Food!
Alright. Calm your mucus layer.
That's a good one.
Rex will go hunt something to feed them. He'll just kind of lead them with it. Alright, you want to hunt?
You're
You want
taking it
food?
with
Come.
you?
Yes.
Okay, good call. Otherwise, they're gonna be like, okay, you're walking away. I'm gonna keep digging through your pack.
Ribbit, ribbit. He'll join. He'll become a giant frog with them and lead them. Just
Alright, make a survival check for how well you lead your giant frogs on a hunt.
Son of a bitch, man! I have expertise.
Bad? 16 is not bad.
For
They're
the plus 11,
satisfied.
it pisses me off.
Then don't
But yes,
roll
it's
five.
not bad.
They're satisfied with the food that you give them.
And he'll hop back to the. He'll just tell him from there. All right, now skedaddle. Go on your way. Leave us be. And he'll return to
Alright.
camp in time for breakfast, hopefully, or late breakfast.
They'll bound off.
Boom,
Riveting.
boom, boom.
Oh, you can make it happen on the mic. Fuck you.
Damn. The plague toad cavalry works, Shane.
That pissed Liv off. The fact that I can do the fucking ribbit and she can't.
It doesn't show up on my mic. My mic does the little light, like it's activating and it's working, and y'all are like, we can't hear you do the ribbit. I'm like, well, fuck
Nope.
me then.
Nope.
Well, breakfast is really, you know what? Breakfast tastes better than what you were doing with the frogs.
Hey, what do you have, sister? Is that fried frog legs?
Where'd you get the frog legs, sister?
Don't worry about it.
I figured I would try some of your Cajun recipes, Rex.
Where'd you get
Seared
the
in
boar
the pan.
meat?
No, not Lieutenant Horn Frog.
Down,
Not
down,
frog.
down,
You're not a
down,
frog, then.
down, down.
I was waiting for Connor to be like, can I have advantage because I'm used to hunting with Lieutenant Horned Frog, which is what I would have hit him back with, but you said he's not a horned frog.
Is he not?
You said he was. Hold on, I have it in my notes. Rex.
It's one of those things I said to make it like characters. I fully forgot. Like he is a frog of some sort, right?
It's did you?
See, that is a toad, and the joke is that Rex doesn't understand.
I think it was you said that he was a toad, but I'm looking for it.
Amazing.
No, I wrote it down somewhere.
It's not important, but Breakfast
You
is
said
had.
horned frog. Oh no, it's because you said he was not a horned toad, so he's just a frog.
Yes.
But he's not a horned... Why does it say horned toad?
The horned toad, I think, is the actual animal.
No, it's a horned... Oh yeah, it's a horned frog, but they're lizards. It's a reptile. It's not an amphibian. It's a reptile. That's why you're like, hey, he's not an actual horned frog. He's a frog. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm so mad. They're not even amphibians. Okay, Tess, roll a d20.
All right.
See what I mean.
Kazing! 14.
Oh, let me go back to my travel shit. 14. Nothing happens.
Thank God.
Yay!
I didn't summon another Jabberwock.
Ah. It doesn't look identical, obviously, but it
Oh,
does
shit.
look very, very similar to the first one. I would say this settlement is a bit smaller. Like, there's fewer homes. I would say there's probably a maximum of, like, 3 buildings here. But again,
But what are we, DM, what are we here to examine?
You could see if there are more traces here that would lead you somewhere. There are also maybe other things at this scene that are different from others.
Gotcha. I will start the examination then. What
Okay.
can I make a
How are you?
nature check? Is what I did last time. Just kind of,
Okay.
unnatural, extraplanar, whatnot.
All right. Make me a nature check. 13. It looks... Everything looks really, really similar to the last one. Harka, you again find that houses were not ransacked for items, but there are signs of like chairs being knocked over as if people were taken out of them, but no drawers or cupboards gone through. And valuables are still in place, similar to the last. Anybody else?
I'll roll an investigation as well.
All right. 19.
Anybody want to roll that Arcana?
I'm not allowed to loot. Fuck you.
Polymorph into a bird.
Icarus, with a 19, as you are picking through and you're coming behind Harka as he's moving some of the debris out of the way, and you notice something that seems to be mostly intact underneath, like almost like some of the falling debris sheltered it from the worst of the fire. And you find what looks like a small journal.
I will pick it up. Looks like I've found a journal over here.
Oh, great find. I'll come gather around to listen. Anything of interest in it? Check those last few pages.
Do you want to speak abyssal?
Oh, it's one of those journals. Can we identify that it is abyssal? Why the fuck do I have orc?
I can't answer that for you. I don't know. Why do you have orc?
I'm truly...
I think you can at least identify that it's... What are the... I forget what the scripts are specifically.
I think it's Dwarvish. There's 3 scripts, basically.
Yeah, you can
Unless you're
definitely
primordial.
identify which script it is.
Dwarven. which none of us have
Wait,
anyway.
You say Abyssal's in Dwarvish script?
I don't
I'm pretty
think
sure.
it is, but I'm not
No,
sure.
it's in something called Claw script because they just fucking scratch that shit in this stuff. It's not in Dwarvish. Dwarves would shoot themselves if Abyssal stole their fucking script.
That is very true. They would. I'm looking through the player's handbook now.
I'll send you a screenshot, but like it's.
Okay,
I'm gonna put it
Abyssal.
right now, but I'm sending you a screenshot to make
Abyssal
sure you
uses
met.
an infernal script.
Which is a Claw script.
So you would be able to tell that it is an infernal script because you know basically like common, dwarvish, elvish, infernal, celestial, draconic. So you can tell that it's an infernal script, but you're not sure if it is infernal or abyssal. But you know it's one or the other.
Well, I can't read this. Does anybody, Harka, do you speak Abyssal?
No.
Did anybody pick up a scroll of comprehend languages in the wizard town?
No.
We have all the casting classes that do not get access to that spell.
That's true.
Oh, rip.
I can speak all the languages.
Yeah, the tongues.
Can't fucking read them.
Yup. No warlock. Damn.
Well, Tess, you're close enough. If we shake you hard enough, you may reconfigure. Shit, she's taking some gems. I'll hold her down while you all keep looking.
No.
Okay. So
Tess is not looting. She's not
Sister
in the mood to
Tess.
get manhandled again.
I was playing.
What is Tess?
Oh, yeah. Tess is pouting.
All right, fair enough.
She knows what will happen if she tries.
Make a performance check.
No.
Or don't.
She's in the basket pouting. She's in
Sister,
gay
are you
baby
doing
jail.
anything? She is in gay baby jail.
She's
Faye
going
baby
to.
jail.
Yep, Faye baby jail.
She's going to cast this
Okay.
on herself.
Yep.
For intelligence.
Come on. Fox is cunning. Let's go.
And then she's going to make an Arcana check to see like the magical signatures around the area. If there's anything, any sort of traces.
Okay. Go ahead and make
I didn't need a
Arcana at advantage.
Shit, I didn't even need to use that spell. Whatever.
Yeah, I feel like I could have just helped you.
No, I have the lenses on. I thought it was for investigation, but it's for Arcana.
If you want to roll back doing the spell because you have an eye on
Just
support,
guide-
that's fine.
Just guide yourself instead.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll let it happen. It's before I reveal the results. Okay.
21.
21. Sorry, not 23. 21. With a 21, you are able to extrapolate a little bit of what you saw Richard doing. Similar things, realizing that, like, okay, maybe there are things I can look for that would help, especially knowing where the other signatures are. Okay, maybe I can try and rule that out and see if there's anything I'm seeing that's pulling me. Process of elimination. Something that's pulling me elsewhere. And you focus in on that. And what you're not expecting to have happen is... How do you do this, actually? Like, physically, what are you doing?
She's walking around with the lens,
Okay.
or the lenses over her eyes, and she's trying to observe all of the damage and sites where it looks like things had been moved and people had been, taken or attacked. See if there's any sort of trace throughout the place.
You almost start to pick up on little overlays, like shadowy ghostly after images. Like when you stare into the sun for too long and it leaves sunspots on your vision. Ghostly after images of what happened here. And you see people being forcibly removed from their homes. And you can tell they're still alive. Some are struggling and fighting, some are being marched out in terror with their children being held with a sword at their neck and forced to march through the portal under that kind of threat. But you see that every single person, every figure that walks through the portal is living. They didn't take any dead bodies. You are certain.
Any traces of that portal where it left?
Yeah, you see a similar thing of where it happened. Just it's much easier to, like, I'm not making you make a check to find where the portal was at this one because it looks very similar to the last place. So you can see, yes, that's definitely where it was. You take some more of the soil from there just to help with process of elimination purposes in any spells you guys do going forward with that. And you definitely feel as though this one was before the one you were at before. This was earlier than the first one you went to. So this site has been abandoned longer.
Yeah, it gave a signature and the other didn't. So there's something special about this one.
They gave you a what and the other didn't? Say that again?
When he made the marks on the map, said this one has pulled his attention. The other one that we went to didn't.
No, the one that you went to, because that was eliminated. He already knew you had been there because the soil he was using in the ritual didn't highlight that as a potential location because it was from there.
Okay.
So it omitted it. I didn't explain that very well. It omitted that in the ritual because that was its source, and it said, I don't need to highlight this.
Okay. Well, still don't have anything then.
We've got nothing, so I guess we start heading towards the next one.
Maybe when we pass through one of those towns, we pick up something that'll expand our known languages. Because I feel like that's twice now we've been stumped by this.
No, we're obviously keeping the book with us.
Well, yeah, but I mean... Thank you, voice in the sky. But I mean... We should probably buy something in one of these towns. So, I don't know, perhaps a helm of comprehend language. Uncommon magic item. It's just a thought.
With what money?
You guys don't have money?
I don't know.
We have a lot of monster parts. We have a lot of monster parts.
I have about 2,000.
You know, if you recall, we have that purple worm stinger that we can sell as well. That's worth about an uncommon magic item.
We should be able to find one. Or we'll buy one if we find it.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. We're heading east. We're going around the mountains. We're going through the mountains.
So, the item I'm teeing up for us does not require attunement for some reason. You put it on, and you can cast comprehend language at will.
Bro, that's crazy.
You could pass it off to everybody in your party.
I guess because comprehend languages, I don't think the spell lasts that long. Doesn't it only last like 10 minutes or something?
An hour.
Oh, an hour. Wow.
Yeah, so we could all just boop, 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 and then go in and have a really long ass meeting and understand everything in every language.
Nice.
Uncommon magic item.
That's crazy. I love that.
Also, like, for the cost of the one scroll, for the cost for 2 scrolls, essentially, it'll be that helmet. I think it's worth just trying to find one of them. Anyway, Hi ho! Hi ho! It's on the road we go.
We going around the mountains or we going through them?
I figured a straight line would lead us through the cities and we can navigate through the mountains.
You ever travel through mountains?
Yes.
I actually lived like right next to one. I didn't do a lot of traveling though.
I used to.
I traveled over the mountains a good deal. There were good hunting grounds on the other side of it, so... Well, not really.
All right.
Hunting is a choice word. More of a good foraging grounds. But it's not hard to navigate. I'll be our guide. What is that, a cold shot? That's never backfired on anybody.
Ever in any game.
And it never will.
And it never will. Okay, Sister just
Era.
fucking hate this etch a sketch shit. Sorry.
D20.
Test D20.
She's just...
Hey,
The
my.
sketch is happening again.
Tess rolled the 14, didn't she?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
she did.
didn't I?
Icarus.
You tried to make me double dip, you bitch!
5. Nothing happens.
Yeah!
So you guys are going this way, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
If I'm moving the token in the wrong direction, just tell me. Harka, D20. 6. It's also when nothing happens. Rex.
Observe.
Okay, 13's pretty good. Hey, nothing happens.
Damn, you gotta have something happen on the unlucky 13.
No.
No.
So
she
that
doesn't.
happens.
12 to 15, nothing happens.
That's to match my head.
6.
And
Also, nothing happens. Yay!
so 5 to 15, nothing happens.
No. 10 to 11 is weather and climate activity. 5 to 9 and 12 to 15 are nothing happens.
My fault, gang.
They wanted more nothing happens.
Losers.
They wanted more nothing happens. I gave the people what they want. 4 of the 5 people wanted more nothing. And you weren't here, so 4 of the 4 people wanted more nothing. Sister roll a 6. Tess,
What?
your turn.
Okay.
Now it's actually your turn.
Yeehaw! 5.
Nothing happens. I just downloaded art for this, so let me upload it real quick. Add page. Page created.
Woo!
Map play. Art. Upload. Downloads. Village Square.
Now, 2 Dow appear and do the fucking whack-a-mole bullshit.
That more sideways. Okay, I'm gonna drag you onto the page while I'm finishing editing it, like taking the grid off and shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But then you can have.
Damn, the groundskeeper must be sleeping too. Motherfucker left this shit in a ransack state.
Yeah.
Damn. Well,
So what do we
London
find,
looks like
DM?
shit.
Everyone is sleeping. It's kind of like a scene out of Sleeping Beauty.
Is there an unnatural vibe in the air?
It's I will read my blurb, my blurb from my World Anvil about the sleeping village. No one knows what exactly caused all of the inhabitants of the village to fall into a deep sleep several hundred years ago, and no one has been able to find a way to wake the citizens, despite many attempts throughout history. But they all seem... they're... anything you check for signs of life, they're still alive. They're still breathing. They still look healthy.
I would like to slip into a house alone real quick. To somebody sleeping.
It's up to your party as to whether or not you get in alone, but yes.
You better be stealthy, big boy.
I have advantage on stealth. Motherfucker.
It's like you can... slipping into the house is a yes. Alone.
Also, the reason my
I know.
fucking...
Oh, yeah.
Well, they don't.
duh.
Oh, this place is fucking creepy.
That's exactly why I knew what Hark would be distracted by.
Where the fuck did Rex go?
You don't know I'm gone.
Yeah, I don't notice that the 6-foot-tall alligator man is missing.
Are we all holding hands as we go through the town, or are we kind of splitting off? Because if so, I will gladly ride piggyback through every encounter from now on.
It's surprisingly comfortable.
See, I would understand that one, but sister, do you say anything as
Oh
Rex
no, we're
slips
just,
away from the group?
we're in a a quiet town where everybody is asleep. Let's split up. That's a great idea.
Sister, do you say anything when you notice Rex slip away?
I'm thinking about it.
Well, I'm about to start narrating what I do, so I would like to make a check to see if I notice her noticing.
Before you do
Uh,
that,
Can I make a check to notice he
I-
knows he knows?
so-
He knows.
pause. I am just saying, before I let Rex make his check, this is the last call for anyone else to notice him. Once he makes the check to notice sister, no one else will have had the chance to notice him. Last call.
Sure, I will. From sister's basket.
Cowards.
Look out.
You didn't jump on it before. You're just bandwagoning now.
Well,
Oh my
I would
god.
rather have them
Fan-
bandwagon now than
Losers.
try and be like, actually, once you start, what I didn't want to happen
Wow.
was for you to start narrating what you were doing and then have them suddenly be like, oh, I would have looked. No.
So sister stops and clocks Rex, and Tess, sitting on his sister, notices too.
Okay. Rex, you may make, if you are, I assume that you would either, before you walk over to the house or before you slip into it, do the little look-see to see if anybody's watching you. So go ahead and make your perception.
Nice.
Are you two trying to be subtle with the fact that you're staring at him?
So you all
Good,
notice
just-
walking through. Rex kind of takes a look at it, clocks something in a window, sees you all walking ahead, and then he turns to go into a building quietly, and you all notice him, and he does not.
I mean, she would have just like saw him in the side eye, tilted her head a little bit, looked at him, not fucking Shark Tales meme stare at him.
Sister opens up a floodlight in her sternum.
That's what Tess does.
Skulkerson, you are.
Yeah, she didn't hit him with one of these.
It's in the various Mario Party games when they have the Bowser spotlight.
So Rex slips into one of the houses and closes the door behind him. For those who clock him.
For those who notice.
At night.
And I will go into one of the bedrooms with one of the sleeping people. Are they like covered in dust?
I mean, yeah, they are very dusty because of how dust accumulates. Yeah,
Fucking
dust
Portal
still
2.
accumulates, but yeah.
Are they
So-
Portal 2-ing it into the bed?
I've never played Portal 2.
Rex will feel a little bad for their state and just kind of druidcraft one of the windows to peek open and just a fresh breeze to blow the stale air out.
Yeah. Easy enough. And I will say, because there have been people that have come through and investigated and tried to wake throughout the years, it's not, things are going to be in different levels of dust and
Mhm.
not dust.
Right.
But there is a layer of accumulation.
In keeping true with my roles, Rex is going to sit down without noticing if anybody else is in the room. And he's going to... What does the figure look like that I'm seeing in the room?
I will say they are a young human male.
How long is their hair?
Very long, because technically when you're sleeping, hair and fingernails would keep growing.
And the rest of your body?
And the rest of your body, yeah.
Can I can identify that this is a curse afflicting him, right?
What kind of check would you like to use to identify that?
Nature is my best, but I understand if you say it has to be Arcana. 22.
what exactly? How do you carry out your nature check? What are you doing?
He'll reach over to like a long dead plant, like potted plant in the room, kind of been steeped in all the energy of the area. Just kind of take the like wilted, dead, rotted flower, like crush it in his hand, focus his druidic magic on it, and then kind of see what energies evacuate the soil when he releases it. I'm just gonna see if there's like a cursed vibe that is being lingering in the area and on the people.
So interestingly enough, there's nothing in the plants, but it will give
Well, that
you
was just kind of a flare.
taste in the air. But you did well. But I'm also saying you notice that it doesn't. It's not affecting the plants.
Gotcha.
Is a gimme. It does not affect the plants.
Cool.
You are unsure if it is a curse specifically, but it is more powerful than even a 9th level single spell. This is something that is on a massive scale, and it was to target this specific area.
Rex will kind of tie a little knot into in the top and bottom of where he's going to cut this individual's hair, and slice off a lock and stow it away.
Okay, easy enough.
And then he will turn to leave. Is there somebody in the room with him? Besides the sleeping guy, obviously.
Naturally.
And he doesn't scalp the guy's hair either. It's just kind of like,
it's
a sizable lock.
snippet, yeah.
It is a large amount, though. Like, it is like from the root-ish. But it's not like his whole head. So it was the full length of one hair, basically.
Man, I fucked up. We gotta go bald.
And he will return to the group with it like bound up several times, kind of giving like that like knotted beards or like Viking stuff. I'll say he just braids the hair rather than that, because it seems braids it and then ties it on both ends.
So I was saying, this place is creepy as fuck. I doubt we should be staying the night here.
And Rex pops out of a random alley.
So, I say we get our shit together and get the fuck out.
You make sense. He's still holding the cord of hair. Sister, would you mind putting this in the pantry?
He just glaring at you.
Disappeared and reappeared with a long braided strand of hair, cord of hair.
I take it you met one of the residents.
It gives me the vibe of this place had been cursed. And
no shit.
And given our focus on certain cursed spouses of party members, studying a curse strong like this one, I thought might produce some sort of insight for helping address Icarus's wife's affliction. And I figure some locks of hair would probably be not as missed as maybe a finger.
Probably not.
You thought of chopping off a finger.
Well, I considered all my options. Decided it'd probably rot, or the hair I feel like will be just fine.
Well, as much as I'd love to free all these people from whatever stasis they've been put in, we're
I think we have
a little bound on time.
Yes.
I doubt there's much we can do for it, but I just wanted to grab samples of these people, like I said, in the case that it could become some sort of insight for us in the future.
Okay, now Sissa's going to cast Enhance ability on herself for intelligence, and we'll try to have a history check on any events that may have taken place near this time that might have caused this. No.
You can't remember.
The EB mistress.
Alright, well. any sort of can I do a religion check to see any sort of stories or religious possibilities or explanations of a great sleep?
I was going to try and do the same check, but having talked with the mushroom folk. When you get done with Shane.
You can make a religion check, sure. This is the last check I'm gonna let you make on
No.
that. Because
Mm.
no.
God, what a great spell slot. Fucking hell. Seriously rolled a 6 on both of them as my highest.
Ooh.
Oh, buddy. Oh, sorry, bud. With the 18, the mushroom people, they talked about it a little bit. It wasn't something that they were particularly like fascinated by. They talked about several generations back when it happened that they did send out a few people to investigate it. Just as part of several incursions of people that went to investigate it, but nothing came of it. Similar results to what everyone else has sort of looked into it, that they're like, it's a mystery. It kind of, the way that the stories go is it's very similar to how American people talk about Croatoan. That, the settlement disappearing. Although this one has a much less obvious answer that's overlooked because of racism. Or no, this one does not have an obvious answer that is overlooked because of racism, like the American one does.
There you go. You corrected it. Okay. I will add. What should we add to the pantry for this lock of cursed hair? Also, can I check and make sure this thing actually is still affected by whatever I sensed, and not just like Rapunzel style?
It's still on there. It feels like it's still.
It'd be remiss if I didn't go back and like, oh yeah, this is normal hair. Oh, okay. Then we go back for the fingers.
Normally, hair is technically dead, but I'm gonna say that it's been on that person for long enough that yeah, sure, it'll keep it.
I mean, I'll soak it in their blood if you want.
No. No, we're not doing that.
I know, I did.
No.
No.
You can put just something that indicates that it's a lock of hair from one of the villagers in the sleeping village.
Shane.
I got it already.
Thank you.
Okay.
I would if I had editing access, but.
Oh, let me title this page. The sleeping village. There we go. Now if I need to put it back up, I can. Okay, I will put you back on demand. And I will archive that page. We're not currently on the page. There we go. Now I can archive it. Yay! Okay. That was Tess, wasn't it? Yeah, Icarus, D20, please. 10. Aha! See, this is weather and climate activity, which is table.
By the way, it's a little late for me to mention it, but before you roll it, Druidcraft lets me see the weather of the next day. Can I assume that Rex does that every day to be prepared for when these weather events happen?
It lets you see the basic weather. I don't think it predicts a weird weather anomaly.
It predicts the weather, but will be at your location while I'm traveling. That's kind of useless. Never mind.
Hold on. There we go.
Thought that was going to be worded a little different.
Alas. I was about to say, I was like, there's no way. This is a cantrip. Cereal acquired. Kinda cereal.
Focus.
Roll. Okay, Icarus, roll a d4.
4.
4.
Okay. Alright.
She
as
honey
you are
on my
walking-
Cheerios till I.
There is a blowing wind, not necessarily fierce, but definitely strong, where you feel it. It's whipping Sister's hair around. I was like, it's whipping your hair around, and then I was like, wait, 3
Whipping
reptiles
her hair
never-
back and forth.
Yeah, and
I
all the
whip
way
my
around.
hair back and I whip my hair
But
back
it
and-
looks like it's a windstorm that happens during the Holi festival in India, because there's just all sorts of colors. Everything, every time you get hit with a gust of this wind, the color of whatever it hits changes. Skin, hair, clothing, water, items. Just cycles through a bunch of random colors as it changes. You all can feel free to describe and imagine whatever sorts of colors. But other than that, you make it through your day, and by the time you settle down for camp, the wind has died down and you have returned to your regular colors. If you so choose.
Neat.
I'm rolling a d7 to see what color Rex became.
Okay.
Indigo Rex.
Nice.
I remain indigo through the night.
Nice.
Camouflage. I'm invisible to predators this way. Because purple equals win. This is why I speak orc. Actually, I think I got to the bottom of the orc thing. I think that was me trying to explain the Cajun stuff of like orc cuisine that I was going to pursue. I got no other fucking idea why I would have orc.
So orcs are Cajun now.
They seem to have
Don't.
spicy
They're
stews.
Cockney.
Oh,
They don't use seasoning.
they're not monsters. That's elves. Please.
No, they're English people. They don't use seasoning.
Have you seen their teeth?
The teeth?
Why in the boys been enjoying the pure sugar soup? It's pretty good for my molars.
Harka, D20. 12.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens! Rex,
Yeah.
it's your turn. 15. Nothing happened!
I want less. Nothing happens. Liv,
No, it's kind of nice. We're actually getting to where we want to go.
You're gonna have to take that up with the other
If-
4 members in your party.
we're going up and then from here over so that we hit Kelna.
Okay. See, that's why I said. I was like, if I'm putting it in the wrong spot,
I already moved us.
thank you.
I forgot we had access to it.
Ooh!
Bomba.
Something fucking happens.
You get cool shit.
Much to Norvin's annoyance. See that grumble you do right there, Norvin's how I know I get to you.
I was clearing my throat.
15. Yeah, I know.
I'll
Am I
clear your
not
throat,
allowed
baby.
to clear my
I
throat?
also have to
Let
No.
me do it for
I
you,
have
man.
work in the
I
doctor's
got you.
appointment tomorrow, so.
Well, what, you clearing his throat for him?
Open your mouth.
And then you muted. He's like, like,
Okay.
I'm a cave diver.
As you are starting to climb up into the mountains and you're starting to cross into the snowier area, up ahead, you see stopped on the side of the road a cart that appears to be pulled by a donkey that looks like it's set up as a merchant cart.
wonderful. Do they sell? How fancy of stuff?
Do you approach the cart?
Yes, because I'm really hoping this is where we get that helmet to say the goblin language.
Ah! It's you all again! Hello!
Have we met before?
Yes! You
Howdy.
sent me away before.
I don't recall. Must
Norvin
be
didn't
my-
like this guy because he had like a salesman voice
Oh,
This
I
is the
remember
donkey cart
now.
merchant.
A pleasure to meet you again. Then, looks like you got some wares for sale.
I certainly do. I have many things to offer, even some that are not necessarily what is set out. But I have many wonderful things for sale.
You gotta had to comprehend language.
Well, just cut all the roleplay out of
Boy,
it.
do
Yes.
I! And he reaches into his cart and he pulls out, uh,
Must it be that ugly ass helmet?
Yes.
yes. It's so ugly.
That's the price you pay for such a good item.
It is. You were like you had researched. So you had researched this item. Rex had researched this item, being like, "Oh yes, this will be helpful for us." But it never had any etchings or paintings of what it looked like, and now you see it and you're going, "Oh no,
Ooh.
oh it's."
That's not even gonna fit on our lizard heads.
It's a magic item. It fits you.
There's only one of us here that can wear that.
Well, Icarus could wear it too, you know.
His beak might get in the way.
I
Also,
think-
it's got
Oh,
elf ears for
right.
some
I
reason.
think you would be very surprised as to how magical items work.
But there's no way.
You-
Let me see it.
Please not talk like that.
This is my voice. Norvin is starting to remember why he sent this guy away in the first place.
I enjoy it.
Feel like I'm gonna buy a used car from you, and it's just not gonna run.
What do you
What's
think
the
this helmet
car?
is? This is a used magic item with a missing lens. Like,
How much do you want for the impossibly ugly helmet?
Oh, I don't think it's ugly at all.
have you been checked for acute blindness? 'Cause, me. I mean, the magic's interesting. Just I'm gonna wear it and store it. And it's so unwieldy.
I'll
try
sell
and
it to
hide.
you all for 500 gold.
Paladin, talk it down. Jab, jab.
Hold on. I feel like I should share something with you. Every time I'm doing this voice, I'm leaning over to my mic and I'm going like this.
The eyebrows, yep.
All right.
Clearly, you don't own an air fryer.
Clearly, you did not.
You don't own an air fryer, but
Okay.
I happen to have one here.
You know, that
I
might be
seem to
good.
fry the air quite well. No, we'll be all right.
Paladin, persuade him to lower the price.
Do you want to know what my persuasion skill is?
You have a I don't care. You're the charisma one of the group.
I have a 6 in it.
I have a 4.
I have a 9.
Hey, Liv.
I'm not-
While they're all. Hey,
Why
Liv.
don't you fuck out of the way, Icarus?
No. Hang on.
That's the same.
Liv. While they're all. Well, all of them are arguing over stats. Tess is gonna walk up to the counter. And she's gonna look up at him. Mister, we're using this to help people. Do you think you could give us an itty bitty discount?
Absolutely not.
No, can I roll for it?
No.
Harka's just gonna pull 500 gold out of his bag.
Lit, I missed it. Hit that pose again.
Hold on.
I need to see it. And a screenshot. Get wrecked, idiot.
No. Good.
Well, I tried.
Absolutely
Get
not.
ready for that to hit the
Wait,
server.
That's what he looks like. Good.
Harka's just gonna pull 500 gold out of his bag, put it on it, and take the helmet and hand it to Sister. Here.
Thank you for your patronage. Much appreciated.
Resist.
Okay.
urge to rob him for my money back.
Sister's gonna pull the lenses off of her face like a angry librarian, and we'll take the helmet and put it on her head.
And where are you all heading, fair travelers?
And with an emote.
Is that gonna...
God
Do
damn
you
it.
really want to know, or are you just trying to make small talk?
I really would like to know.
Timbuktu. We're going
I
to
hope you
Timbuktu.
know-
That's a
I hope
new
you know-
thing for me. I've never heard of that.
I'm staring at the picture as you're talking.
We're
It's on a continent called Itadia. Get as close to the crystals as you can.
All right.
Valuable.
Very valuable. Carry them in your pockets.
They're said to bring good fortune. Sleep with them.
Can I perhaps see all the other things you have for sale while you're here?
Absolutely. What type of things are you looking for? Are you looking for weapons? Are you looking for potions? Then I can...
Armor and other things, maybe?
Armor and other
Scrolls.
things, possibly? What type of armor do you prefer? Do you like light, medium, or heavy?
I personally wear whatever... medium, I suppose?
Medium! Alright. And he'll take out a ledger and he'll open it to a page and kind of points to the basic list of medium armor. And then he says, I also have all of these variants at a +1, and a few of them I have some special enchantments on, depending on what you're looking for.
I'm interested in some spell scrolls if we have any of those.
Alright, what kind of spells?
Situational utility.
Situational utility, eh?
The very same.
Spell scrolls. There we go, there's spell scrolls.
Harker's gonna look at Icarus. His cadence and voice, the way he speaks, it screams con man, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
From the people that I've worked with, yes, it does.
Well, yeah, you're the expert con man. Sniff them out. We get. Did we just oversell? Are we paying like an incredible interest rate on this item?
Make an insight check. Or
26.
Well, I know
this is the
mine's
standard
waiting.
going rate for
Let me-
uncommon items
let me
based
fast
on the
check.
magic item price chart that Shane put in my pinned. I rolled 1d6 times 100.
Oh yeah, yeah. 500 is also like typically the upper limit of uncommon items.
Yeah, because it's 600 is
Yes.
the max.
The like rules is written like 500 and below is it, but yeah. 600 is you really have shit luck, don't you? Oh well, getting oversold. AKA
But
the
not
Shane option.
horrible.
100 gold's pretty brutal. Does he have scrolls?
Yes, I do.
Also, a very important rule is how does Liv treat scrolls? Do you go
They're-
raw? You have to be the same class, or just a spellcaster, or
If I think for me it makes the most sense where if it's a spell that's on your list, you can just kind of use it like you would the spell without expending the spell slot.
right? Does that include if it's a spell slot you do not have yet?
Hmm.
So if I cast like a
Yeah.
6th level scroll for mine, okay.
Because you have the scroll, and essentially you're using the scroll because someone else has already done the big magic for you.
Yeah. So if I wanted to try and cast a wizard spell, though, what does that look like? Do you want to know what I do in my games? Because I hear you thinking,
Yes,
and I was going to withhold.
Yeah.
I do the same thing. If it's on your spell list, you cast it automatically. Otherwise, it's an Arcana check, like counterspell, 10 plus the spell level that you have to beat to cast the spell.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's reasonable.
It also makes it so that, and if you fail, the spell just fizzles and
Yeah.
does nothing.
Yeah, scroll is expended with no. Yeah.
Which can make them useful in combat if you're lucky, and it's not crazy high, but they're also, spells above 5th level are very rare.
Yes.
But
You said you're going to Timbuktu after this.
we're going to Kelna first, and then
All right.
we're on.
Don't
Do you have
tell me,
any?
car salesman, where we're going?
We're going down the same path.
You got a
I'm
car?
actually going the opposite way.
Well, then it doesn't really matter that I told him where we were going, does it?
I
Because
just
he's
came
not
from
going to be there.
there.
His inflection's wearing off on me. Quick! Stab me!
Stab.
Don't actually. As I see the silver weapons being
No,
drawn.
No! It wasn't... Alright, let's finish
This
up
is
this
me
encounter
emulating
with
your
this guy
document.
so Pyro can go to bed.
Fractal will be proud of your violent intent.
Sister Well, ask him if he has any of these items, showing him a list of her items.
Show me the list. Oh, is it the one in our DMs?
It's also the one on my sheet in additional features.
Is that one different from the one in our DMs?
No, it's probably more updated than the one in the DMs.
Okay, then I will go look at the one on your sheet.
What's up for my curse?
It's nothing but the lab.
Ah,
Give
there
it
it is.
all that.
Does he have any scrolls of silvery barbs?
No, that spell doesn't exist in my game.
What
Heresy.
spell? What spell?
Silvery
Silvery
barbs.
bar.
It doesn't exist. It's fucking.
Correct answer.
He definitely has all of the stuff under the first part, like the healer's kits through the lantern and the ruby dust. That he
Yeah, I already have all that. Don't worry about it. I deleted it.
Still, I'm on your sheet, bestie.
I know. And it's on mine.
Oh, well, now it's deleted. Oh, he definitely has the first one, the one that says trolling. And the... Just give me a second. Can you see my updates?
No, not until you click outside of the box.
Damn.
Okay, I see those.
Those are the two things off of your list that he has. What is this? Yes, confirm external link.
So from Adventures in the Multiverse,
Sense
that
the
might be.
presence of portals, even inactive ones within 30 feet of yourself. If you detect a portal in this way, you can use your action to study it. Make a DC 15 ability check using your spellcasting ability. On a successful check, you learn the destination plane of the portal and what portal key it requires, then the spell ends. On a failed check, you learn nothing and can't study that portal again using this spell until you cast it again.
Seems pretty apt for what we're doing. So does he have one of those?
Because the spell remains after. Okay.
Yes.
Because I was like, that's normal for spells. You can't do it again until you cast the spell again, but it's because the spell remains. Okay. Can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone. 1 inch of metal sheet of thin sheet of lead. 3 feet of literature.
That seems like an apt one for us to get.
He has one.
Cool. So
That's cool.
uncommon, I think, is the second level spell scroll. Maybe.
Hold on, I have spell scrolls pulled up on my other thing, on the wiki dot. Second is uncommon, yes.
Yeah, so half of whatever the normal uncommon price is because it's consumable.
Okay, roll a d6 times 50.
I'm just gonna do times 25.
No, times 100 is the normal. I already have it
Oh.
at 50.
God.
100. Oh, buddy.
Alright.
That's rough,
I
bud.
will share. He will take 300 gold from me as I buy the scroll of warp sense.
Thank you for your patronage.
Oh.
Oh, and
What
for
about the rest of the nonsense?
Let me see. For the common items, let me look that up real quick. Common
Okay.
is...
Good night.
Good night, Pyro.
Good night.
1d6
Good night.
plus 1 times 10.
Sleep well, Tess.
Roll 1d6 plus 1 times 10, but roll it twice. Just so I have the separate rolls.
You said
1d6
plus 1
times 10.
how
And then
many
roll,
times?
Roll it 2 times. Okay? Those are the prices for the 2 items that he has.
He doesn't have any of the ones in the other categories below it?
No.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'll buy both of them, though.
Alright. You all wouldn't happen to be going anywhere across the water, would you?
Eventually.
Eventually? Well, I happen to have something here for that. And he pulls out a
You
wooden
have a
box.
portable fucking boat.
He pulls out a wooden box that is 12 inches long, 6 inches wide, and 6 inches deep.
Well, how is this one box going to help us?
Aha! Well, you see, there are 3, and he holds up 3 fingers, magic words that activate this magic box. 1 creates a boat. The second, now this is an important distinction, the second creates a ship. And the third turns it back into a box.
How much?
For this, someone roll me, this is a rare magical item, 2d10 times 1,000.
Norman. Yeah, baby! 4,000.
Etch a sketch. So that it's on the video. 4,000.
With the way Shane and I were
sell
looking, I
that
didn't.
to you, my friend, for 4,000 gold.
Well, I've got 2. Anybody else?
I've got 200 gold.
I have 1,700.
I've got 2,100.
Sounds like we have it. And I think getting a folding boat would be pretty useful.
That 4,000 divided by 3 would, I imagine, Harka, Sister, and Icarus can split the cost instead of chunking individuals.
Appreciate it, gang. Pat, pat.
Okay, so that much off of each of us, and then Sister will do the extra gold.
I'll do the extra gold. I have the most.
Etch a sketch bullshit is cramping my style. Alright. Well, you all have been lovely. I am looking forward to when next we meet.
Real quick,
Yes.
do you have any boots of Elvenkind?
Evens or odds?
Evens, because that's where 2 and 4 is.
Oh.
Fuck.
Unfortunately, I do not, but maybe I will next time.
He says,
Okay.
till we meet
Yeah,
again!
Have any
Yeah,
earrings of message?
Say that again for Liv.
Earrings of message.
Evens or odds?
We're going 2.
Even.
No.
Man, this is not.
Anything else I can look through my ledger for?
No, I think we're about exhausted. Or I
Alright
am.
then. You all travel safely out there. Till next time. He
Speak
closes
for
up
me, why
shop.
don't you?
I mean, you're welcome to jump in. You all moved a whole lot of gold. I can't imagine you have much more. I'll flag him down. I'll turn into a bear and I'll maul his donkey if you really want to keep talking to him. But you
Yeah, just let him go then.
could ask for another item and then not roll the even or
Icarus,
odd.
would you mind handing me the book so I can take this thing off?
I will pass the book to Sister.
It's very unwieldy on my head.
I try and put the helmet on if you give me the chance to see if it.
It's already on my head.
Well, does it shift to lose the elven ears? Does it just like. Do the elf ears stay? Is my question. No matter the shape.
You know what? Yes, because it's funny.
Hmm.
But they
Oh,
they
bizarre.
just
It doesn't reshape.
I mean
It reshapes your
resizes.
head. If the helmet stays the same, your head
resizes.
shrinks.
It resizes, but it stays ugly as shit.
Oh, it's always ugly. Absolutely. It never gets less ugly.
Horrible. All right, let me see the book. She'll cast comprehend languages on herself.
I would like to push this off until next week because I would like
Fair.
Power to be here for it.
Fair.
All right.
So, that is where we will pick up next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Next time.
Thank you for finally letting me play my donkey merchant. I've been holding that voice in for so long.